Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Shavi Zane coming on to bring a message for the chosen at this time. I'm coming on to have a conversation with you all in regards to frenemies. Okay, we're going to do a quick reading to pick up on the energy. The more that you're putting in the work as a chosen seed, the more you'll find people have negative intentions towards you. Okay, because especially because of the time that we're in. Okay, we're in the age of Aquarius, and during this time, whatever is hidden, it has to come to light. It doesn't matter what it is, small or big, it's going to come to light. So with that being said, people's intentions towards you, their true feelings towards you, and their feelings about your success, your growth, your transformation, all of these things begin to come to light because you have better discernment, your spiritual eyes are open, and you're able to pick up on things even beyond what people may say or do in your presence. You can just tell when the energy is not balanced. And so this is about a frenemy, okay? You might have a specific person in mind. It can be someone that you are doing business with. It can be someone that you are, potentially creating a friendship with, a coworker, or someone that you have considered to be a friend, but you've always questioned their intentions. So I'm going to do this because it's time to do a pulse check on these frenemies, see what's going on around the chosen. So I'm just going to pull a few cards and see what the energy is starting out. So first we have Black Sheep coming out. Obviously that is a telltale sign when you're the chosen. You're always the different one, the one that stands out, okay? And I feel like now you've gone from being the black sheep to the phoenix rising, okay? You are embracing the fact that you're different. You're embracing the fact that, okay, if you was never truly embraced or accepted by many people, you now accept you, and you know that you have a huge spiritual backing. And so you feel confident in who you have become. So let's see what else is coming out. We also have here karmic debt returned. So yeah, karmic debt returned. So it looks like, these frenemies, if you've had people around you who maybe took advantage of the fact that they knew that you just didn't really have a lot of people that you could connect with, let's just say, as the black sheep, a lot of times you end up having more of an introverted energy, or you might be able to balance out both, being an extrovert and an introvert, but at the same time, you maybe prefer to kind of do your own thing. That's a telltale sign of a chosen seed as well. But you might have had people that took advantage of you in that energy. And maybe before you came to accept it or to embrace that aspect of who you are, people thought that maybe they was doing you a favor by being your friend. But it looks like some sort of karmic debt is being returned here. So let me see. I'm going to clarify karmic debt returned. What is this? Because of course, karmic debt, when I see this card specifically, though, is more so a negative karmic debt that's being returned. Look at that. So you win. You win. Okay, at the end of the day, you win. Bottom of the deck, it says you are chosen. So these frenemies, they know this. They know that you're taking your power back. They know that you are, rising and becoming the best version of yourself. They see you glowing. They see you shining. They see you thriving, coming out of that energy of survival mode, moving into thriving energy. And so let me see what's going on here. I'm going to pull from my other deck. Okay, so I have here the death card coming out first. And look at this, at the bottom of the deck, the Nine of Pentacles, okay? So this obviously with the death card, this is all about transformation. You are chosen, you've gone through a death and rebirth, so you're nothing like who you used to be. And this is why you win, because many of you are seated in the Nine of Pentacles energy, which is independence, okay, self-sufficient, self-made. You've put in the work to become who you are. Lots of times the Nine of Pentacles is someone who might even be an entrepreneur, but if you haven't started your own business, then it's just showing that you're thriving in whatever it is you do in order to create your security. You're shining, you're thriving, but you have people, oh goodness, you have people around you that want to manipulate the situation with the Magician in the reverse. We're going to clarify this Magician in the reverse because there's people around, especially these frenemies specifically, who might even be dabbling in spell work. Some of them, not all of them. Some of them can just be very manipulative where they try to trauma bond you or try to use your past against you. What is the Magician in the reverse? Let's see. A lot of these people, they're jealous because they recognize that you are the co-creator of your life. Look at this. The Magician in the reverse is clarified by the card that says setbacks. they wanted to cause setbacks in your life. Okay, there's people around you, frenemies. These can even be, look at that bottom of the deck, says miserable person. Okay, this is somebody who's very miserable. This doesn't even have to be someone that you've known very long. Maybe it's someone that was trying to befriend you. Okay, someone that was trying to befriend you because they see you shining, they see you thriving, they're watching you from a distance go through this transformation, and they want a piece of what you have won. Okay, they want to get in on it. Some kind of way they want to get in on it because they know that you're chosen. And so as a result of that, they feel like, you know, hey, maybe I can manipulate my way into this person's life. And I feel like for many of you, though, you've put this to rest. The death card indicates putting something or someone to rest. Obviously, it deals with transformation for yourself, but it's also dealing with you releasing someone. You know, it's like, okay, you cut it. You cut that snake at the head. And so the Magician in the reverse could definitely indicate that. So, you know, you have some of these people, they wanted to cause setbacks in your life by doing spell work, like literally, you know, dabbling in dark energy. And so this is why that karmic debt is returned, is coming out, because these people are now getting ready to go through some heavy negative karma because they was just stupid, you know, because they were jealous of where you stand. They was jealous of the work that you put in to get to where you are. And so they figure, okay, well, if they're going to put the relationship to rest, then, you know, let me see what I can do. Let me see what magic I can work in order to create setbacks for them. Okay, this is someone who's very miserable, or multiple people who are very miserable. Okay, so let's see the Magician in the reverse. I'm going to clarify that one more time. Look at this. The veil has been lifted. So you see, this is why you put the situation to rest, because you recognize that whoever this person was, they're very jealous, they're very manipulative, and you see right through the BS. Okay, your spiritual eyes are open to the point where you're not going to pretend that what the two. So yes, you know, you recognize who these people are, or this person. The veil has been lifted, and so you're no longer closing your eyes to what you feel anymore, regardless of the facade that they try to put up. Because see, the Magician in reverse is definitely a manipulator, but see, they're not so good at it anymore. Maybe in the past they was able to use that energy towards you because maybe you felt like, you know, you was a loner and you just kind of held on to the relationship or the friendship or whatnot. But now it looks like you just ready. You're very comfortable and confident in standing on your own. Okay, so let me see what else is coming out here. But they definitely see you shining and thriving at this point. And they're not very comfortable with that. So you have here true friend. So let's clarify what's going on with true friend, because I feel like you may have definitely been a true friend to this person, but the energy was not reciprocal. So let's clarify, what is true friend? They may have definitely tried to act like they was a true friend to you. Like I said, with the Magician in reverse, that's someone who tries to be a master manipulator. So they might have used sweet words, you know, said kind things, to make you think that they had good intentions. But see, true friend is clarified by the Nine of Wands. You was really dealing with someone who was a victim. They was always in victimhood mentality. You know, the relationship, it was like this energy of trying to hold on, not wanting to give up on the relationship, but you recognize this person was still wounded. The veil had been lifted to the point where this is the energy that you're seated in. Nine of Pentacles. And this is the energy that they're seated in, Nine of Wands. So it's two completely different types of energies, okay? This person is guarded. They're lacking confidence. You know, they have a lot of fears, insecurities. They're still holding on to the pain of the past. Whereas you release that energy. You have a divine connection to the Most High, your spiritual team, to nature. You know, you're grounded. You're secure within yourself. And so it's two completely different energies. And I feel like you started to see that even though they wanted you to believe that they was a true friend to you, look, I'm just putting these cards down. Look at how this person is looking. Look at how they're looking at her. You know, just looking over here like, who does she think she is? You know, who does she think she is to be thriving and to be successful and to be confident now and to be shining? It's like they're so jealous. It's so clear. Look at the picture. Okay, this is the type of energy that they was projecting towards you, this frenemy. Okay, and so they couldn't stand the fact that you're no longer in this energy with them. Maybe at one point, the two of you were able to create a friendship, or a so-called friendship at the time, because you might have been in a more low vibrational state. You might have been in victimhood mentality where the two of you might have sat back and maybe gossiped or talked about others, or, maybe even just spoke about all of the negative events that you had gone through, and that's really the way that the two of you bonded. But now you're not in that energy anymore. Okay, you're out of that energy, but this person, they still holding on to it. They won't let it go. They haven't even done the work to heal. And so now they're just looking at you, feeling some type of way about you shining. Meanwhile, you're not even looking in their direction. You're connected to nature. You focused on getting those spiritual messages so that you can continue to thrive and become the best version of yourself. And so, yes, there's definitely a lot of jealousy here when it comes to this so-called true friend. So let's clarify this true friend again. See what else is coming out here. Many of you all are well aware of who this person is because you've already cut them off. The veil was lifted. And so if you was questioning, did I do the right thing? You most definitely did. Okay, you're moving into the 10 of Pentacles. You are moving into the 10 of Pentacles. Look at this. 3 of Cups is in the reverse. You're moving. This is where you're going. You're in the 9 of Pentacles now. You are leveling up to the 10 of Pentacles. Why? Because you put in the work to get there. So this is you having long-term success and security. Everything that you put your hard-earned time, efforts, and energy into is getting ready to pay off very, very well. Will you be able to pass things down to your children and your grandchildren? Okay. And they see you rising. They see you climbing this ladder towards the type of abundance that most people could only dream of. But see, your abundance it goes far beyond material. This is internal abundance that you've created within yourself. So even when you was in this energy, you found a way to push through. You released this type of energy. You healed. You kept thriving. You never gave up. But you are no longer seated in victimhood mentality. And so because of this, you and this person, y'all have nothing in common anymore. And so 9 of Pentacles is where you're at, moving to the 10 of Pentacles. Many of you are getting ready to level up into your divine unions as well. Okay. When you grow old with your partner and y'all work together and you continue to build together. And so this person was never your true friend. Look at this. If it could be multiple people that was around you that might have been speaking up against you, gossiping about you. They don't even like each other. They got issues with each other. They talk about each other. And then they go back and they talk about you because what they do have in common is that they don't like each other, even though they won't tell one another that. They don't like each other, but most importantly, they got an issue with you thriving in this energy because this card is now here twice. So this is what they talk about. Oh, who does she think she is? I guess she thinks she better than us. I guess she think this and that. So they just sit around. They have nothing better to do. Okay, let's see what else is coming out here. So yeah, the moon. This is what they do in secret though. They're not going to outright openly tell you this. We're going to clarify the moon and see what that is. They're not going to outright openly tell you that they have issues with you. They're going to make it seem as if it's all good. That's why they are in the Magician in the reverse. The master manipulator, or at least they thought they was a master at it, because they're not manifesting anything. They're not creating anything, because even though their agenda was to cause setbacks using this manipulative energy, they was trying to cause setbacks in your life, trying to, some of them, like I said, trying to do spell work, dark magic, or even speaking. Spell work is speaking ill intentions towards you, thinking ill intentions, speaking about you negatively behind your back. That's spell work, okay? Because that's using words, that's spelling. And so these people was in this energy in secret, talking about you, talking about how far you've come, where you're headed. Their intentions was to cause setbacks. But if anything, what happened is the karmic energy ended up being returned to them. Karmic debt returned. Whatever it is they was doing to you is now happening to them. They're the ones that's in the tattered wardrobe. Okay, and I isn't saying about name brand versus this versus that. It just shows you the energy. I'm talking about the energy that they wear is low vibrational, and it's tattered, and it's dirty, and it's toxic. Okay, whereas you're over here, you're shining. So this is what they get. This is the energy that they have to sit in until they do the work on themselves to stop, dealing with others who they really don't mesh with, they really don't like, they really don't click with. But what they do have in common is that they're all just messy, and that they just want to, secretly talk about you and hopefully try to cause setbacks for you. But the fact of the matter is, there's nothing more they can do because you're going to continue to level up. Like I said, you're going from the 9 of Pentacles up to the 10 of Pentacles. And so they just have to watch you do that. Look at that. Bottom of the deck, it says blocked efforts. Their efforts have been blocked. The Most High and your spiritual team have you divinely protected because you are a chosen. You are chosen for this path. And because you're chosen, you win. Okay? You win. So that means if you win, that means they losing now. Largely because they created a competition against you this wasn't even a competition. It wasn't no race. You was independently doing your own thing, minding your business, not thinking about anybody else. Meanwhile, all they could do was sit over here and watch you rather than putting in the work to do what they needed to do for themselves, or even allowing you to be inspiration for them. Rather than saying, well, you know, how did you get there? What can I do to better myself? What can I do to become the best version of myself? Can you give me some advice on how I can come out of victimhood mentality? No, they didn't want to do that. So, they was in victimhood mentality, and they didn't want to accept the fact that, hey, you've done the work and you've earned to be in the position that you're in right now. So now all they can do is just talk about you, gossip about you. Okay. Let me see. What is this 9 of Wands here? Let me clarify it. Then I want to clarify this Moon card. What is the 9 of Wands? Look at that. The 9 of Wands is Phoenix rising. Okay? It's Phoenix rising. Because many of you, what's at the bottom of this deck, it says generational curse breaker. You've been breaking the generational curses. You've been putting in the work. And so the 9 of Wands is the Phoenix rising, meaning, they see you. They see you. Look at that. They know that you have put in the work to be Phoenix rising from the ashes. This is you right now. You're not in this energy anymore. And they're mad that you're no longer mirroring them in this energy. They're mad that they can no longer see you in their reflection. It's not the same. They can see a stark difference between the two of you. They're mad that you are no longer seated in the same energy anymore. You're not even interested in entertaining what they have to say, being in victimhood mentality anymore. That does not strike up your interest. You'd rather sit back and talk to the birds before you talk to them, because at least the birds is going to bring you some spiritual messages that can help you evolve. Okay, you found solace and comfort in connecting to nature and the spirit in the spiritual realm. You've taken the spiritual path, the narrow path, and because of this, your harvest is plentiful. You have an overflow of abundance. You're not worried about anything, okay? And so you are Phoenix rising from the ashes, which means you had to dust yourself off and come up out of this energy, and you have done just that. Meanwhile, they're still seated in it. They're still seated in it, and so are these other people that they now collaborate with. That, everybody, they all hate each other. But again, you are the common denominator. Let's sit back and talk about this person. Let's sit back and talk about who they think they are and how they think they got there. And oh, they changed. Oh, they saying they went through a transformation. Oh, they cutting people off. Oh, they got this issue and that issue. Come on. They need to go sit down somewhere. Let's see. What is the Moon here? Keep these people exactly where you left them, in the dust. Because you Phoenix rising from the ashes. Ain't no need to go backwards just to accommodate, the feelings of these people. It's not, you ain't going to coddle nobody's feelings. You got to keep on rising. And if they're not doing the work, then they just have to, they just gonna have to watch you continue to rise from a distance. That's the healthiest way to handle these types of energies, because if you bring them back into your space, they're just gonna find another way to try and manipulate a situation to cause setbacks in your life, even though they don't have the authority to do so because you're protected. But it's no need to even have them around because they're not adding any value to your life at this point. They're not even happy for you. Look at this. The Moon is clarified by troublemaker. So it's just showing you might not have been clear about this person's intentions, but the veil has been lifted to the point where you knew something wasn't right. Your spiritual eyes were showing you something about this person. In the past, you might have been definitely asleep to their intentions. But now with the Moon, this person ain't nothing but trouble. That's all they do is kick up dust, try to cause problems for people. They ain't got nothing better to do. And for some of them, it's more than one person. It's not just one. It's more than one person. Just like crabs in a doggone barrel. Okay, look at this. The bottom of the deck says dark magic. Hello. I told y'all, with the Magician coming out in the reverse, that's there was people that was doing dark magic behind the scenes, okay? Multiple people working against you, hated one another, but they loved working against you. Okay? Hated one another, but loved working against you. And so now they're getting cut off. It's over with. They can keep on moving about their business, because you got better things to do. Look at this. Spell broken and sever ties. The spell was broken the moment that you cut ties with these people. Because I tell people all the time, when you continue to maintain a connection to someone that you know is not healthy for you, even if you're not aware of them doing spell work and trying to cause setbacks for you, manipulating energy and things of that nature, even let's just say you have no idea that they're doing these types of things, but energetically, you just feel like, you just know they're jealous. You know this. You know that they have issues with you. You know that they don't want to see you thrive. You never feel comfortable really telling them about your success and your achievements, because in order to get to the Nine of Pentacles, you've been able to walk through quite a few doors in order to get here, especially leveling up towards the Ten of Pentacles, okay? And so you have had to keep this to yourself. You've had to keep this to yourself and only communicate with your spiritual team, because these people right here, behind the scenes, they was completely jealous of you. And they was the type of person where it's like, okay, I see you walk through this door. Or if you was to tell them the plans, the things that you was working on, they would have been behind the scenes trying to sabotage it, because they're so jealous and envious. And they, instead of putting that energy towards themselves, trying to better themselves, they would rather put it towards you to try to make you, to try to weaken and to try to bring down your achievements. And so this is where it's better to sever ties with these types of people. Cut the cord. Don't just cut them off in the physical realm, but do a cord cutting in the spiritual realm to ensure that that false contract that you made with them, that false spiritual contract that you made with these people, is now severed, and you make it clear in the spiritual realm that they're not even welcome in your energetic field. They're not welcome in your space, in your mind, in your energy. Okay? And so the moment that you actually sever ties with this person is the moment that that spell was broken. And that's why the veil got lifted off of your eyes. For some of you, this might have been a close relative that you might have considered to be a friend. But just know that it's over with for these people. So let me see. I'm going to pull a couple more cards. Y'all pretty much get the message at this point. Okay, look at this. Three of Pentacles. Multiple people trying to work up against you. This three keeps coming out. So I feel like these three people, because I'm going to clarify this Three of Pentacles here. Might have been three people. You might not have been, because see, the moon is here. For some of you, you probably barely even know this person. You might have had an association with them, maybe even considered the thought of them being someone that you might be able to associate. But for the most part, you've just been doing your own thing, not really caring about creating new friendships. But for whatever reason, this person was behind the scene, just a troublemaker working with others to try to work up against you. For some of you, it was co-workers, people that you might have been actually working with or doing business with, and they linked up with them behind the scenes to manipulate energy and to create trouble, trying to cause setbacks, because they didn't like that from a distance. All of them have been watching you thriving, leveling up, gaining abundance. Okay, hearing those spiritual messages. They know you spiritual. They know you've been putting in the work. They see you moving towards the Ten of Pentacles, and these people don't like it. They don't like it at all. They're all miserable. Miserable people, okay? Sad. You got all of these people that can come together to try to work up against one person that's minding their business to become the best version of themselves. If all of y'all gonna come together to do something like that, then damn, why can't you all come together and say, okay, we're gonna put our heads together to figure out how we can, work as a team to become better, as individuals. Like, well, why are you exerting your energy in that way? And this is why the karmic debt is being returned to them. And they so stupid. You know so much about energy to try to manipulate energy and to do spell work on somebody to try to bring them down. But yet you won't use that same knowledge of energy to pull together and to do something to shift your own circumstances. How stupid could they be? Just dummies. It's like Pinky in a damn brain, man. Go sit down somewhere. So then you have here the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Things ain't going nowhere for these people, okay? Things are not taking off for these people. Seven of Pentacles, them seeds that they've been planting, they are reaping no harvest whatsoever. They're not even coming close to being where you are, because, see, you had to go through the Seven of Pentacles already, where you was putting in this work. You was putting in the work, and you was actually nurturing your seeds that you had planted, minding your business, catering to your harvest, tending to your harvest, okay? Minding your damn business. Meanwhile, these people, instead of doing the work too, they noticing, oh man, the seeds that I planted, they falling on rotten soil. Why? Because their energy is rotten. Their spirit is rotten. You're a star here, okay? Many of you are shining, you're thriving. Some of you might actually be moving into a space of becoming a star, whatever that looks like for you, where a lot of people applaud you and support what you do. But they can see you're in full transparency. You are very comfortable with who you are, with who you have become. You have stripped down bare. You have nothing to hide. Okay? Why? Because you've done the work. You're now balanced. You're so balanced that you're not worried about them. You really do have a strong connection to nature, though. I can see that very clearly. And so you've been nurturing yourself. You've been taking care of yourself. And so these people, it's over with for them. Whatever ideas they come up with is failing like right away. And they're seeing that. They're seeing that. I feel like right now they're putting so much focus on trying to bring you down because now they recognize that they are receiving karma. And so that's really the only thing that brings them any type of pleasure is doing spell work and working together to try to bring down your situation. But meantime, it's not affecting you. And so all they're doing is worsening the outcome for themselves. So it's like either way, it just doesn't even make sense. But you can't expect that from people who are still very much so asleep and very much so in their carnal nature, just straight operating from a distorted masculine and feminine energy. They're off balance in a lot of ways here, these people. And so let's see. Yeah, you have the Knight of Swords in the reverse and the Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. These people now, they're scared. They're very unhappy with life, but they feel like their hands are tied largely because they are now. They've trapped themselves. And so a lot of them, they're very angry. There's some things that they want to say, but you block these people. You probably block these people. You cut them off. Like I said, you cut that snake by the head. And so Knight of Swords in the reverse, this is somebody that's very angry. They got a lot of things that they want to say, but they got to suppress it. They can't say it because you ain't listening. You ain't hearing it because you let them go. Four of Pentacles in the reverse, you're not holding on to these people no more, but also this is showing me that they are losing financially. They're taking so many losses because that's all they did was focus on trying to get you to take losses. Two of Cups is here. Let me see. What is the Two of Cups? They really was trying to pretend that the two of you had a connection. They was trying to pretend that the two of you was on the same page. We believe in the same things. We have the same interests. We have the same spiritual belief systems. But that was all a lie. Okay? What is the Two of Cups? Look at this. The Two of Cups is clarified by wicked intentions. So these people, they coming in your face, smiling in your face, trying to act like you see eye to eye when in fact they had wicked intentions the whole time. So you definitely did not want to drink out of any cup that this person might have been trying to hand you because they probably had some type of poison in that damn cup. This is why you got to be careful about the people that you call your friends. And Shanquilla Robinson is a prime example. Her, Kanika Jenkins, many others who ended up around straight up snakes. People that did not want to see them thriving, jealous of them, jealous of their beauty, jealous of their self-confidence, jealous of the attention that they might have received from others, jealous of the fact that they was just leveling up, jealous of the fact that they was different and okay with being different. You got to really watch the company that you keep. And this is why it's so important to create that divine connection with the Most High, your spiritual team, nature, and to find that comfort in embracing just doing your own thing independently. Until you're really able to connect with your soul tribe. Because this right here, this ain't nothing but a snake right here. Nothing but a snake. Wicked intentions. Look at this. But they still didn't have no success. And they under judgment because you have judgment right here at the bottom of the deck. They're under judgment and they know this, okay? They know this. So let me pull a couple of more cards before I close out, y'all. Just continue to keep on thriving. Staying confident in where you are and continue to keep on rising and letting these people eat your doggone dust. Close whatever doors need to be closed out. Do the, clearing out of the spiritual energy as well. Look at this, y'all. This is the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords energy. This person ain't doing nothing. All they wanted to do was try to throw daggers at you. Whatever they could do to try to cause pain and strife in your life, because the Nine of Swords is being in that energy of sleepless nights, overthinking, okay, stressed out, being tortured, nightmares, okay, dark energy hovering around them. And this person, all they wanted to do was try to send that energy your way. They trying to find a way to direct that energy towards you. But see, you protected. You are protected. You ain't even trying to do, you wasn't even doing nothing to these damn people, but they definitely, this is somebody that wanted vengeance, okay? I'm going to get you for thriving. I'm going to get you for coming out of victim mentality. I'm going to get you for becoming the best version of yourself. How stupid. They just said they look stupid. They look dumb. Instead of putting all of that energy and focus into healing themselves, they want to put it into trying to sabotage you, trying to hurt you at all costs. Some of these people was really shooting low. And the wicked intentions, the spell work, some of these people really wanted to see you. They wanted to take you up out of here. That's how much they hated you for being a chosen seed and for embracing your calling and your purpose. These are straight devils right here. I'm trying to tell you. Look at this. Ten of Swords, straight up betrayal. Straight up betrayal is what these people was in. Backstabbing energy. They would do anything at all costs. They was a part of feeding the beast. They was a part of feeding the beast of this wicked structure. And they wanted to use your energy. Okay, the beast was using them to try to get to you, to use your energy to take you out. So in the background, what do you see? You see somebody, what is this? Yeah, this, oh my goodness. These people wanted blood, y'all. This is somebody who's being taken to a physician because they've been hurt. You know, they the same people that'll try to make it seem like, oh, I don't know what happened, you know, trying to take a person into the hospital. Oh, you know, can you help this person? Can you help them? Somebody has harmed them, when in fact, they was the ones that actually did it. They was the ones that actually betrayed you. Okay. Because they knew that betraying you, even spiritually, if they're not aware of it, they have a straight cord attachment to this beast, the beast of this system. And so they're nothing but straight negative karmics. And so they came in to try to feed the beast with your energy, to siphon your energy. So if they could cause setbacks in your life, if they could cause pain, illness, you know, whatever these wicked intentions are, it just wasn't about the right. And so, like I said, some of them was trying to, if you was drinking with them, they was definitely trying to put something in your cup. You got to watch these people. Look at this at the bottom of the deck. You know, just the energy in and of itself. They just evil intentions, okay? Doing all types of rituals and spell work against you, acting as if they had the right intentions towards you, coming in with these loving gestures. Oh, I care about you. Oh, I love you, friend. Oh, I'm so proud of you, friend. Meanwhile, they sitting back jealous and envious as hell. Look at this. Look at this. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so this is the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords. They wasn't doing nothing but trying to feed the beast with your energy, doing spell works, you know, rituals and all types of things surrounding you. Eight of Swords is that same energy. But see, this is what happened. They dug a hole for themselves because now it's nothing they can do about this energy. Now they trapped. Now they stuck. And this beast wants to feed. You conjured up, they out here conjuring up these low vibrational entities, trying to use them, sending spell work and dark magic your way. But now the beast want to feed. The beast recognizes that it can't feed off of you because you too divinely protected in the spiritual realm. The Most High and your spiritual team said, hell to the no, touch not that one. That one right there is anointed. That one right there is chosen. That's a chosen seed right there. That one right there is protected. So if you want to feed, you better go back and feed off the source that sent you. And so now they've dug a hole for themselves. And they terrified. Now they got to fight with the beast. This person got a rock in their hand trying to throw it at the beast. Now they got to fight with the beast. Meanwhile, in between time, look at you. You in the background, okay, up here, you minding your business. Focusing in on those things that you enjoy doing. Focusing in on becoming the best version of yourself. Focusing in on perfecting your craft or whatever it is that you're good at. And this is where they at. Now they got to fight up against that beast that they conjured up. Just some dummies. Just some straight out dummies. Okay? So let them deal with that energy because it ain't your problem anymore. You've already ended the cycle with these people. Okay? You've already ended the cycle with these people. What is this? The Nine of Pentacles. Okay, yeah. See, because again, you are still, Nine of Pentacles is literally here 3 times. This is just a different deck. You are reaping the harvest of the seeds that you have planted, and it is plentiful. It is a harvest that keeps on giving. Never ending harvest. Why? Because there it is. You was putting in that work. You was burning the midnight oil up, doing exactly what it is that the Most High has called you to do, stepping into your calling, doing the work. And because of this, you're reaping a great harvest, and they cannot partake in this. Meanwhile, you over here reaping a harvest, okay, cutting open your melons or whatever it is that you've been planting, okay, the seeds that you've been planting so that you can eat good. Meanwhile, they over here worried about falling into a ditch. So I understand why they mad, but it's an anger that they brought onto themselves, because the whole time that they was doing this against you, you had no idea. With the moon card, you had no idea that these people was working up against you, all because they hated the fact that you was thriving. They hated the fact that you was becoming good at whatever it is that you do. They hated the fact that you was actually receiving the harvest, and they can see you leveling up from a distance. And so you never did nothing to these people. You never caused any harm to these people. The only harm that they feel like you caused is just thriving. Nope, nope, you can't thrive. You got to be miserable just like us over here, okay? Because if we catch you moving up too high, we're going to do everything behind the scenes to try to self-sabotage you, because we don't want you, we don't want to see you in this energy. They are a part of the beast system. This is their family right here. So now they got to fight with their family. Go right ahead, because you about to be devoured. The people that was working up against you is getting ready to be utterly devoured. They don't stand a chance because it's judgment day for them. So let me take out one more card, y'all. And we're going to go ahead and close out on that note. These frenemies, keep the door closed on them. Look at that. Stand in your strength. You are powerful. You are strong. You know who you are. You've gained this strength because you put in the work. You did not stay in victimhood mentality. You said, I am going to do whatever it takes to dig myself up out of where I have been buried, because now I am Phoenix rising from the ashes. I don't become a part of this dust. I rise and I have people eat my dust. And that's what you need to continue to do. Okay? Keep on thriving, keep on shining, and look forward to reaping the harvest. If you haven't seen the harvest come in yet, watch me. Watch and see. I said watch me. Yeah, watch me too. Because I know my enemies, y'all be watching my channel. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all, because I know y'all about to go through it. Keep on sending your little dark magic and doing your little spell work, because guess who it's working on? It's working on you. You are getting ready to have to feed that beast that you are conjuring up. So have fun getting devoured, because you're foolish. But for those of you who have been putting in the work, know that your harvest is coming, and it is going to be plentiful. So I love you all. If you want a private reading from me, email me. If you want to donate to my channel, donate to me. I'll be putting my Cash App in the description box below, and I look forward to seeing you all next time.